Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Bus Simulator 18. We're poised to make a ton of money as we've got a lot of new routes set up and ready to rock here. I'm completing the objective of making 85% of these unlocked bus stops profitable. Right now we're at only 29%, which essentially just means we need to run all of them because I've made changes to them in order to make them profitable. So in order to complete the game's objectives, we have to bring them from 0 to whatever dollar amount by actually running them, such as this one here where we made 24,000 plus the 77 from all the other drivers on that bus line. So without further ado, let's get started. If you love simulator games and can't get enough of this, make sure you add this one to your wish list so you can pick it up yourself. We're going to go with a little bigger bus here today, and as you can see, we've got Raptor logos all over these buses. Check that out. The developers threw my logo on there for a bunch of different ads and stuff. Looks pretty cool, actually. Not too bad. I must say I do like it. And we make money from literally driving with our own logo. There's other logos here, too, for the 12-meter bus, but I think we're going to drive with the Lions City 837 from MAN, which is pretty cool. I like that. Man, oh man, is that awesome. So let's go ahead and start rolling with this bus here today. Going to do a daytime run, quick start, everything else should be good. So let's begin. I've gotten a lot better at this game, a lot more skilled and learning the controls of my own steering wheel, and of course I'm playing with the Logitech G920 steering wheel here today. So we're going to pick up people from the inner city and bring them to some outskirts of the suburbs. Should be a good time. This game is multiplayer as well. And as I mentioned, is available on June 13th, so make sure you add this one to your wish list because it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, one thing that is still a little iffy is the braking. The braking is still sensitive. When I watch other YouTubers and other people stream this game, it seems like they're saying the same thing too, where the braking system is very, very sensitive and doesn't always give way for soft braking. It's either very, very soft or abrupt. So that's one thing you want to just be careful of. Other than that, not too bad. I've only seen a few minor glitches in the game so far. Alright, let's go ahead and take a left here. And also I think traffic giving way is another thing, like that truck right there, for example. There's a few things that the AI won't give way for, which is each other, sometimes creating accidents, which not too big of a deal, but sometimes you got to force your way through, otherwise the AI will never give you right away or yield for you. So you got to kind of force your way in, just like in regular city driving, right? Alright, so very, very good. I love this game so far. Very fun. And definitely want to use wide turns here. One thing I've noticed about this bus is you need to make gargantuan turns. Like, seriously. Do not take this bus lightly. Alright, let's go ahead and stop here. Now, I've also disabled ticket mode, where passengers typically can walk up to the machine and get a ticket here. I've just disabled that just to make the route a little bit faster. But some things I found out is that you can actually check passengers for their tickets. So as a few more people get on here, I'm going to go ahead and close the doors, and we're going to start interrogating the passengers to see if they've all paid for their tickets here today. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh. And we might actually find someone trying to skip out on paying their bus fare.
And here's a picture of my cat.
Okay, thanks for the cat picture. Wait, did we miss somebody? Ma'am?
I already showed
Oh, you did. Okay. So that's really cool. I had no idea you could actually get out and do stuff like that. And in fact, there's little QuickTime events that'll happen. QuickTime meaning they're really short. For example, if you pull into a bus stop, there may be a car waiting there, and you have to honk at them to get them out of the way. Or sometimes somebody will leave something on the bus, and you'll need to return it to them, like literally run out of the bus and chase them down the street. Or even avoiding potholes and speed bumps such as this. There's so much to do than just regular driving, so you really need to slow her on down, probably go less than 30. And this bus is rather quick too. The Citaro Mercedes, which we were driving before, has a maximum speed of 50 kilometers. This one I think has 60 kilometers as its maximum speed. So we're coming up to our next stop now. Should be pretty nice here. The cool thing is the better we do driving, the more money that we make. And we also upgrade these bus stops to accept more passengers. The more and more that the town learns that the bus system is really reliable and on time and nice and friendly to use, the more they want to take and use these routes. So that's really cool. And of course, everybody is all in different clothing. Nobody at all is wearing the same clothes like those two ladies. Actually, 3 ladies. Look at 3 people in a row wearing the same clothes. That's hilarious. All right, let's get out of here. Looks like we got a little bit of traffic, but that truck is letting us in. That's the nice thing, is that when you pull out of a bus stop, typically traffic does yield for you there at least. So we'll just have to wait until these cars clear out of the way. Now, one thing I will say about this game is that with the multiplayer, I have yet to test. I'm really looking forward to that, as with multiplayer, you can all run the same route. And if you're doing a long bus route where you have to go all the way around the entire map, which is pretty substantial as you saw at the beginning, this is no tiny map. It's actually a very nicely done system. There we go. Got to edge in here. I'm going to be an aggressive driver because we got to get these people to their bus stop. There we go. Passengers will chat. It's all nice. Now you can customize these buses. There's many different buses that you can choose from. Everything from, I think, Mercedes, MAN, F.A.Q are ones that I've seen so far, and perhaps more to be added, as well as some already in the workshop, and possibly more maps that the community can make. So that's going to be really important for the community to possibly import realistic cars for traffic. That will be really cool. Now, legally, the company only owns, for example, these certain models and certain brands, but with mods, anybody can do whatever they want. I'm pretty sure I bet we had a fare dodger so far, but you know, you can't stop and check tickets every time. You got to kind of do it at random when you get the most amount of people on. The city is nicely detailed. Beautiful events will happen on the side of the road, such as construction that sometimes blocks not only sidewalks but also the highway on occasion, or the main streets, and also bus stops too. Random events happen quite frequently, though I've never seen the police around. I would like to see a pulled over car or something on the city streets. That'd be pretty cool. And I think you can turn up traffic density. Right now I believe it's on high, and I think it might go higher than this. But it seems to be a pretty quiet day so far. Right on time. We're doing really well so far. I wish I could use this machine every once in a while. I wish you could control the frequency of how often people ask for a ticket. But speaking of tickets, let's see if we can grab anybody dodging their fares.
Where is it?
You saw my
ticket. I saw your ticket already and not yours. All right, perfect. Everyone's got a valid ticket so far, so thank you, folks, for your cooperation. All right, let's get back to driving. Now, I've been in Sweden before where they do check tickets, and I believe in Copenhagen as well, in Denmark, and both in Gothenburg, Sweden, and in Denmark. I think they check tickets on trams and buses quite frequently, though I'm sure if you're Swedish or Danish, you may say otherwise. Okay, well, I really like this bus. Now we're going to be driving down to the area of Oakville, Sigwalden, and I think, I forget the name of the other stop, but, oh, I guess, wait, our maximum is 50? We were doing way faster than that before. All right, well, regardless, we're going to head down here to the roundabout, make our way around, and I'm going to force my way through traffic again. I know, I'm super aggressive. Looks like that guy is actually turning, and it looks like that guy's giving right away. All right. Now, one thing we need to really be on the lookout for here is potholes. Potholes are an immense problem in this game, and they look like kind of gray areas of... They don't really necessarily look like a pothole. They just look like a giant pit, really, more than a pothole. But you'll see what I mean in a second. Oh, let's stop the indication there, and we'll start it up again right here. I've run this route many times. It gets more enjoyable each time we run this. I like this game a lot. It really feels like Cities in Motion first-person mode, where you're driving the buses. I would like... There's a pothole right there. I see that huge streak? That was huge. You got to literally dive out of the way for those. But I would like to see the ability to go to airports and tram stations and train stations to pick up passengers. I think that'd be really cool. Instead of just regular city stops, to also go to major locations where passengers are switching from big regional traffic to more local traffic. All right, well, perfect stopping position so far, and everything seems to be going real well on this bus route. Gotta say, the world is beautiful. I like the skybox. The environment is very lush, and at certain stops in the city, you can also hear like lawnmowers, dogs barking, kids playing, that kind of thing. Pretty cool that way. I've also turned off the early leave event. Technically, we're supposed to stay at this bus stop for another minute and a half, but we got to get on the road, and you can kind of turn that off so you can do whatever you want to do. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and merge into traffic here.
Oh, my stomach.
Wait, some of those people are like running off into the woods. Weird. Oh, I think that was a pothole there. Rather avoid it than hit it. If you hit it, you don't necessarily lose any money. Well, there you go. There was another huge one. You don't necessarily lose money, you just lose rating. And the better your rating is, the more that people will show up at the bus stop. So it does translate into money. There you go, another pothole. You got to actively be avoiding those things. It is crazy how much of those potholes there are. I want to run for mayor of this town. I mean, I'm just dodging left and right. At this rate, it's like, all right, someone needs to come out and fix this stuff. But there you go. That's what happens when you hit a pothole. So it tallies against you at the end. If you hit a car, if you hit a passenger, if anything horrible happens, it'll be used against you. All right, now we're into a more quiet town. This seems to be more of a German town, I feel, but as you get more into the downtown, it feels more like a Dutch, maybe like Amsterdam or somewhere in the Netherlands. So this feels like suburban Germany right now, and then, of course, there's also feels like the Netherlands too, but I feel like you could modify this game to be anything you wanted. I'm going to check tickets again just because I really want to catch somebody.
Here.
Of course.
What? Oh,
All right.
there you go.
Wow, everyone's got good tickets today. I'm sure I missed the culprit. I'm sure there's a few every run. All right, let's merge into traffic now.
Foot again. Taking the bus is just so much.
This is so nice. I love that pulling away sound of the engine. They also have compressed natural gas buses too for the F.A.Q, and those things are turbo beasts. Those go so fast. I love them. They just have like an incredible amount of acceleration. All right, let's go ahead and take this turn wide like usual. There we go. And we're at Larch Street now.
Next stop, Seagualden, Larch Street.
And again, we're way ahead of schedule, but it won't hurt us too bad since I've disabled the too early event. It's just to keep us rolling. But yeah, if you want the ultimate realistic experience, you turn that ticket machine on. I believe you'll have to turn on, you can turn on more complex gear change as well. Really cool stuff. And of course, you can put it as to rainy day, rainy night, nighttime, daytime, whatever you feel like doing. Though I wish the weather was more dynamic. I wish instead of it being a whole rainy day, I wish you could just make it dynamic so it didn't rain till the end of your shift. Look at that dodge there I just pulled. That feels way too dangerous. I'd rather go into the pothole than into the opposite lane of traffic. Alright, let's go ahead and stop here. You can also do round trip. Oh, perfect. We got somebody handicapped. That's fantastic. We can let them on the bus. And there we go. And let's see if he wants on. I'm assuming he does. Yep, he wants the ramp. Oh, I can't get in without the ramp. Yeah, of course. Sometimes those people are looking to for a different bus, so sometimes you have to wait until they say. All right, let's bring the ramp in. Close the doors, and we should be good. I like this bus. I think this is my favorite bus so far of all the ones that I've driven. I really like this one a lot. There are articulated buses, or as they call them, bendy buses. And those are the ones that kind of have that weird bend in the middle with the... kind of looks like a caliper. All right, Oak Street is our last
I forgot
stop.
to water my plants.
Oh, no. Beautiful. I absolutely love this. This really is on par with Euro Truck Simulator, with maybe a little bit more detail just because it's one large city rather than multiple cities. So this is a really good experience. I'm going to go ahead and nudge myself into here. Just going to go ahead and just mosey on into traffic. I feel like some of these intersections really need to be controlled.
Let's grab a bite to eat.
We really need to have signals or something there, or as they call them, semaphores. Otherwise, look at the traffic. Look at all that traffic waiting for one by one to come through. The city needs better traffic control, or more buses, perhaps. Make sure you use my bus service.
Winter of Passion is such a great series. Do you think Hans will ever come?
Please, I need to get off here.
Yeah, everyone needs to get off here, so no problem. All right, we should have checked more tickets, but you can't always win. There goes our handicapped passenger. Have a good day, sir. No trash on the bus. Very good. All right, job done. Let's go ahead and return to base. And we hit one little pothole a little too fast, and that was about the worst we did. Oh, almost 5 stars. Beautiful, and it unlocked a lot of new decals. Wow, all right, there's something for the Star Trek fans. And apparently 2 new colors as well, green and black. Very nice. $30,000 made on that bus. And that, oh wow, look at that. This is the most profitable our bus line has ever been. Fantastic. Wages and maintenance take away some money, so there you go. You see, oh, but you earned $14,000 from that, so that almost knocked that out completely. So that's good. All right, very good. So now we are up to from 29 to 45%, so we just need to keep running through our routes. And other bus drivers will be seen on these routes as well. Let's go ahead and do, we're going to do the Oakville, Siegwalden, Schoberg Grounds route, which allows us to kind of go on to the eastern side of the Old Town. It's essentially in the Old Town, just a different district, so we'll be seeing the same area. Let's do that next. And this one here just means that we're oversaturated by, like, I think 1 bus stop. I think I experimented and found that that's really the best we can do there. Let's do it again. Let's start the trip, and let's go ahead and do a natural gas bus this time, just to feel the difference. The F.A.Q 12 meter. I think there's also an 18 meter as well. I think these are the only ones I own, correct? Yeah, looks like I bought a lot of smaller buses, the Sataros, for the inner city, because those are super profitable, and in the city, you need to transport a little bit of people all the time. So, you know, 5-10 people here or there. All right, looks like we got, wow, air conditioning on that bus or something like that. Looks nice. However, I will say the interior is absolutely atrocious. It's literally, it's like orange dots with zebra print. It is probably the most ugly interior I have ever seen on a bus. All right. Next time, I think I'll turn on ticketing so that way we can see that in action a little bit more. And already starting off with the ominous pothole. Wonderful. Now, this bus has to be a little bigger because we do have more passengers and we have to go a little further. And it seems like we're working in reverse, so I was mistaken. We're starting in the old town and then we're going to work our way to the, up to the, I guess, the suburban area north of town. All right, everyone on board. You can also look up here in the mirror. On this bus, the windows seem to be broken, both the passenger mirrors and the side view mirrors, just in this build, so it's something they'll more than likely fix. So I just need to look out the window every time. Not too bad, though. And like I said, these things, turbo. This is a compressed natural gas bus, so this thing is like just an absolute beast. And very, very long. So we need to take these turns wide. But it does sit up high. I believe you can adjust your seat, too, but I think you have to do that each time you switch a bus, and that's a little annoying. So we'll bear with it. All right, let's go to Workers Alley then.
Very punctual. Thank you.
Perfect timing and a good stopping position. Excellent. We're going to be ahead of schedule again, but I think we'll wait 10 seconds. Actually, let's check some tickets while we're here.
What? Hold on.
Oh, it looks like we grabbed everybody. All right, everybody had a valid ticket. Good job, guys. Thank you. I don't think I've ever been on a bus that kneels before like this, where it tips to the side for passengers to get on and off easily. There we go. Luckily, the only time I use my mirror, I think, is when we're pulling out of positions such as these. Oop, there's a pothole. Everybody talks about the old sawmill in this town. I think it might be a place where there's like concerts or something that goes down. Even though they call it the old sawmill, I'm assuming it possibly was repurposed as like a concert ground or something. Again, very beautiful town. Very nice. Feels like the Netherlands. It feels like Germany. It feels like anywhere in Europe. I think it's just really supposed to be generic, though the traffic signals do work as if they were German, and that license plate does have Deutschland D next to it. One thing I do like about Europe, though, is that they all have essentially the same license plates, too. I really think that's cool, but that must be a difficult thing to register all those drivers across multiple nations. It's pretty cool, though. All right. Just, oh, is this actually, oh, yeah, it's one of those, this is a yield intersection. Is there a technical term for that? This is where you're basically just yielding and giving way to other drivers, but I'd say in the city, you probably should just have a traffic light. Otherwise, you're just going to get all sorts of mishaps and crazy bus drivers just barreling through, like me. All right, on to the next stop then. Rail Builders Ridge is next. And I think you can even control which direction of the road you want to stop on. So if you want to circle around to stop on the opposite side to go elsewhere, you can plan your routes just to that basic detail. I think that's really cool. Let's go ahead and take a big turn here. Ooh, I can feel the tire rubbing against the thing there. We didn't get penalized for it, so that's good. Wait, I'm signaling. Signal. There we go. The signal was acting a little weird there. But we got it. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hop on the bus. All right. Lots of people getting on. All right. Well, we got to get to our next stop right away, so let's go ahead and fight city traffic. I think throughout the day, too, depending on what type of day you're doing this run, traffic will change based on rush hour, too. I'm not certain, but I feel like traffic at least... Uh-oh. Somebody's listening to loud music. All right, check this out. Watch this. We're gonna... Oh! There we go. Who's doing that?
What? I already showed it.
Oh, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. That stuff happens at random. Obviously, I'm supposed to stop elsewhere, but the timer on that's a little weird. If you basically don't pull over right away and do it, you'll get penalized for not telling a woman to turn her headphones down or something. Okay. Yep, random events happen like that all the time.
Wait, where's my bag?
What's that to our left? Is that like a hangar of some sort? Ooh, this bus goes over those larger speed bumps pretty nicely. I love the in the town. I'm really looking forward to somebody modifying the town to make real-world brands appear here. You know, McDonald's, cell companies that really exist, all that type of stuff. That'd be really cool. Maybe to make it look more Japanese. That would be really cool to drive on the opposite side of the road in Japan or the UK. That would be really welcomed. I'd really enjoy that. Okay, Fisher's Grounds is next, and then we head up north. I think we take a left after that stop. I'm going to really slow down here and see if traffic clears for us. I'm using a steering wheel that has force feedback, and that's really awesome, especially when you go across speed bumps. You can really feel that you're going across the bump. Yeah, these buses take incredibly large turns. I feel like I've been bumping the curb every time. Oh, what? Abrupt braking. Oh, the door opened. My mistake. Oh, I didn't know that would actually brake us. Oh, that's interesting.
Next stop, Fisher's Ground.
All right, here we are at our next stop. Nobody compliments the parking position. I've never gotten off a bus and said, wow, that parking position, incredible. All right. Doors are closed. This is a very, very large bus. Just interior-wise and length, it's
Look at all the
pretty
garbage
substantial.
along the roadside. Why can't people manage their own trash?
This town looks pretty clean to me. Let's get in the left lane so we can immediately turn left at the intersection. Oh, this bus has got some get up and go, man. It's natural gas, but it sounds like a diesel. Do they use the same engines? Any of you who are experts on engines like that, let me know, because I'm just wondering, is it a modified diesel that's modified to burn natural gas rather than diesel fuel? Or is it a completely different engine altogether? I'd love to learn something today, so let me know. All right, we're heading up north now. Oh, I guess this bus also has a maximum of 50. Well, 49 right now. Oh, come on, give me that one more kilometer. There we go. Oh, she kicked up. There we go. Oh, pothole. That is so scary, going into the opposite lane of traffic to avoid a pothole.
Are you up for going to the movies today?
Which film?
Oh, I love how people talk.
About the new superhero blockbuster
They are
that just
somewhat
came out.
repetitive, but not too bad. I think they've given the voice acting lines to both men and women, so when you hear the same line again, it's usually someone else saying it, so it doesn't seem too repetitive. So it's not too bad. This is really enjoyable. I'm sure... Oh, you know what? I forgot to look last time if we had any fare dodgers as well. Let me check tickets here, though it seems to just be a lot of old people, and I don't think old people would steal, really.
Here you go.
Unless...
There you go.
Of course.
How?
Sure. I thought I had.
Ma'am! Oh my goodness. Alright, she just got fined 120 euros for not having her ticket. Or at least, not a valid one. I don't know. Maybe she's a little, loopy. Alright, we're gonna take a left here, which is a nightmare. So get ready to take a left. I wonder if this car will yield. No, but this truck will. There we go. Looks like a beautiful farm over there. That really looks like a farmstead. Large silos or something. Definitely not an industrial zone. Yep, there's the farm field there. And on the left side, too. Beautiful. Oh, there's cows.
Burrito was a terrible mistake.
Oh, ma'am, you had a burrito? Oh, boy. Wow. Out of the way, everyone. We gotta get to the gas station. Okay, let's go to Oakville Central next. And I think there's one more stop after that, and we are good to go. Whoa. Pothole there. Try to catch them all, but you can't. It's the world's most elusive Pokemon. There's also speed traps in this game, too. I know specifically there's one on this road we're about to turn on, but it's not until past the Oakville Central stop. Oh, and there goes one of our buses. Wonderful. On a different line. Very cool. And there's a bus in front of us. With the taillights out, which you'll notice.
Next stop, Oakville.
Yeah, you see how they're a little glitched out? Oh, I could have kept rolling there. They'll fix that. That is such a minor thing, I'm not even going to worry about that. That's an easy update. Okay, our next stop here. Well, we caught one fare dodger today, but everyone seems to be old and senile, so we'll let them off for the rest of the day. Everyone's okay. Although I would say a 120 euro fine is not really... when we're making like 56,000 euros a day on bus fares, 120 really isn't that big of a deal. But it does prevent people... I think it does reduce the amount of people who do it if you catch enough of them. They'll realize that, oh, the bus lines are pretty good at catching fare dodgers. Plus, of all the things to steal in the world, I think a bus ticket's probably the dumbest thing. It's kind of lame to actually, like, get on the bus for free. Always pay your tickets, folks. Pitch in, so we can all have nice things.
Next stop, Seawalden, Large Street.
Alright, Larch Street here. Looks like he's getting ready to move. We're just a little ahead of the schedule, that's why. In fact, you can see here that we're essentially just waiting for the traffic to clear. Okay.
Look at all the garbage along the roadside. Why can't people manage their own trash?
Actually, now might be a good time to check everyone. I think this bus will disappear if traffic takes too
You
long.
saw my ticket already.
Wait, why is this guy standing here? This is who I want to talk to. Okay. Okay, let's roll and drop everyone off. Actually, I don't know if this is our last stop yet either. Oh, I thought it was. Okay. Oh, Siegwalden, the main stop, is our next stop. You can hear all the lawnmowers and everything kicking off. I think that's pretty cool. Somebody blocking the door back there? Yep, ma'am, you can't block the doors. There's all sorts of reasons you have to get out of the driver's seat. Uh-oh, now the doors are all goofy because she had to get out of the... Oh, great. She triggered the doors.
I had
There we go.
such a wonderful day at the lead.
And just in time. Okay. Thank you. Pothole here. So long as we go slow, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I'm just going to go ahead and... Just... Really? With the loud music? Really? Alright, let's block traffic. It's a really horrible thing for me to do.
I'm sorry.
But we got to do it, otherwise we'll be in traffic all day. Sir? Okay. Yeah, you got to be an aggressive bus driver, that's for sure. Okay, this bus should be clearing the stop now. Ignore loud music. Nope, I talked to that guy.
Next stop, Seawalden.
That's not right.
Stop. Please leave the
Some things I have noticed is there are small problems with that on occasion. But not a big deal. Goodbye. Oh, somebody left garbage. Uh-oh. I wonder if we get bonus points for keeping everything tidy. Where is that trash? These seats are horrible. We should throw out the seats. There it is. Alright, everything's done. Oh, abrupt braking was my mistake, and the pothole wasn't too bad. That should be, like, still 5-star service. But not too bad. $24,000 made on that route, and the most amount of money we've ever made yet on that route. Very good. We keep getting better. Alright, so we've done the first 3. So we'll have to hit back on the remaining 3 in another video. So I appreciate you all tuning in for more of this fantastic game. I love this game immensely, and I think I'll be live streaming it and playing it a lot more with friends too. A good addition to anybody who loves ATS and Euro Truck. This one is definitely one you should add in your list. This one's a lot of fun. All right, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, folks. Bye.